The Wonderful Musician.
Once there lived a musician. He was very good at playing the fiddle, but he felt that he was not respected well in his hometown. So he decided to move to a big city in search of fame. There was a big forest between his hometown and the city. While walking through the forest, the musician thought about his future in the city. Scene 1. The musician enters with a bag on his shoulder. He walks slowly and says to himself, "If I prove my talent in the city, I will get accolades for sure." He looks around hesitantly and says, "It may take a lot of time to cross the forest, so I should find a good companion for myself." Takes the fiddle out of the bag and plays. The sound of the music echoes. A wolf comes by and stops before the musician. "I have never heard such beautiful music. Will you teach me?" The musician looks a little scared at the sight of the wolf. He acts to be bold and says, "You will have to obey me if you want to learn to play the fiddle. It is very easy to learn." "Of course, master, I will obey you." "Okay, then follow me." The musician and the wolf walk forward along the jungle path. Scene 2. The musician and the wolf stand near an old oak tree which is hollow inside and has a cleft in the middle. "Look at that cleft. If you want to learn playing the fiddle, put your forepaws into it." The wolf puts its forepaws into the cleft. In a quick move, the musician puts 2 stones also into the cleft. The wolf looks at him in confusion. "Master, what are you doing? I'm stuck here." "I will come back, so wait." Moves forward with a smile. Scene 3. Another part of the forest. The musician takes out the fiddle. "It may take a long time to cross the forest, so I should find a good companion for myself. Surely I do not want wild animals. I want to live a long life with more fame." Tucks the fiddle under his chin and plays it. Sweet music fills the air. A fox comes creeping through the trees towards him. "Oh God, another animal who wants to learn from me? I have no desire for him." The musician looks at the fox in fear. The fox comes up to the musician. "Oh dear musician, how beautifully you play the fiddle. I should like to learn that too." "That is easy to learn, but you should do everything that I ask you." "Oh musician, I will obey you as a scholar obeys his master." "Then follow me." The musician and the fox walk forward through the jungle. Scene 4. The musician and the fox stand near a jungle path. Tall bushes grow on either side of the path. The musician examines a hazel bush. The fox watches him curiously. The musician bends a young hazel bush from one side and puts his foot on top of it. And then he bends down a young tree from the other side as well. "Now, little fox, if you want to learn something, give me your left front paw." The fox gives the paw and the musician fastens his paw to the left paw. "Little fox, now give me your right front paw." The fox gives the right paw. The musician ties it to the right paw. Then he examines whether they are firm enough and he lets them go. The bushes sprang up again. The fox is hung above. It struggles in the air. "Wait there till I come back again." The musician walks away. Scene 5. The musician is seen sitting under a big tree. He looks tired after a long walk through the forest. "Alas, I haven't found a true companion yet. It is really boring to spend time in this jungle without a friend. I'm sure my music will fetch me new friends, but I have no desire for animal friends." He starts to play the fiddle. The sound echoes in the forest. A little hare comes to the sea. The musician looks at it in utter disappointment. "Again, a hare is coming. I do not want him." "Oh dear musician, how beautifully you play the fiddle. I too should like to learn that. That is easy to learn, but you should do everything that I ask you. Oh musician, I will obey you as a scholar obeys his master. Then follow me. The musician and the hare walk through the jungle. Scene 6. The musician and the hare stand near an open space in the forest where stood an aspen tree. The musician ties a long string around the little hare's neck, the other end of which he fastens to the tree. Now hare, run 20 times around the tree. The hare starts to run and got tangled in the string. Wait there till I come back. He moves on. The scene turns dark for a while. The wolf in the meantime had pushed, pulled and bitten at the stone and had walked so long that he got his feet out of the cleft. Full of anger and rage, he hurried after the musician. The fox saw him approaching and cried loudly to attract the wolf's attention. The wolf freed him and the fox described to the wolf how the musician had tricked him. The wolf and the fox joined hands in looking for the musician. Then they found the hare. When the hare revealed its plight, they did not attempt to eat it. Instead, they freed the hare. All of them in a towering rage went in search of the musician. Scene 7. Another part of the forest. The musician takes out the fiddle. The sound of woodcutting is heard in the background. This time I will get a true companion. Music overwhelms the scene. Suddenly, a woodcutter comes with his axe in one hand to listen to the music. At last comes the right companion, for I was seeking a human being and not a wild beast. Hey man, sweet music, I'm spellbound by it. I stopped my work and was following it. I too was waiting for a listener like you. It's my pleasure to play the fiddle for you. The musician plays the fiddle delightfully. The woodcutter is bewitched by the spell of the music. The wolf, the fox, and the hare come up and walk towards the musician menacingly. The woodcutter takes the axe and places himself before the musician. In a terrifying voice, "Whoever wishes to touch him, let him beware, for he will have to deal with me." The beasts were terrified and ran back to the forest. The musician continues to play the fiddle and the woodcutter stands as if he is lost in the sweetness of the music.